Hi, my name is Ezra, and this is my voice one day on tea.
Hi, my name is Ezra and this is my voice 10 months on tea. Welcome back to my channel. I thought today I would do a testosterone update with answering the questions that you asked me on Instagram. Oh, and also, something very exciting as well is that I'm actually filming on a video camera now. I was actually filming on my phone the whole time before this. You might have realised when I did the house tour because you could see me in a mirror and I was holding my phone, but I decided that now is the time to invest in a camera. So I've got a little camera here and I hope that you've noticed a difference in quality because honestly the quality before, it could have been better. Now we have an actual camera to film on and it's got a viewfinder so I can actually see myself. So I'm not just completely just talking into a lens. Anyway, let's get on to the actual topic of this video, which is testosterone. Okay, so these are the questions that you've asked me on Instagram. The first question is, have you grown in height? And the answer, actually, yes, I have grown in height. I've grown 1 inch. So I'm now 5'4" instead of 5'3". So that's amazing. But I have a 5'3" goose that used to be the same height as me. But now I'm taller than him. I'm taller than Gustafer now. What was the first change you noticed? The first change, honestly, for me was bottom growth. Within the first week, I noticed that. And I feel like it was very, very sensitive at the beginning. A lot of people in these questions have been quite nervous about bottom growth. But honestly, it's not painful. It wasn't painful for me. It's just quite sensitive. And it doesn't look that different than before. It's just bigger. That's really all that it is. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. And I would say look at photos of it so you're prepared on what it's going to look like, really. Who did you go with for your testosterone? So I went to Wellbeing, which is a GP in Brighton, and they do bridging prescriptions. So I went there and I told them that I want to start testosterone, and then I did a whole process of blood tests and I had to go in and talk to them and things like that. And then I managed to get it within maybe a couple months. I think 3 months it took because they do bridging prescriptions there. So yes. Do talk to your doctor. If you live in Brighton, go to Wellbeing. The price of testosterone for me is the standard prescription price. So it's like £9 something for 3 bottles, which lasts about 3 months. It's like a bottle a month. Have your hands changed? Honestly, no. I don't think so. They don't look more masculine yet. No, I don't think so. I don't think my hands have changed. But people's hands do tend to get more masculine. I'm not really sure. I've always thought that I've had quite feminine hands, so I'm not really sure if I've noticed much of a difference. And I didn't take pre-hand pics, so I'm not actually sure. They might have changed a bit. Someone said, how do you use testosterone? Does it come in pills or something? So you can either get it as gel, which you can put on either your upper arms, your thighs, or your stomach, or you can get shots, which is with an injection, and that goes in your butt. But I don't get them because I don't like injections. I find it painful, and I feel like for me, would be unnecessary pain when I enjoy putting it on every single day. However, at some point, I'll probably switch when the novelty wears off and I just want to not think about putting it on every single day. I'll probably end up switching because I take hormone blockers anyway, so you might as well just get them both at the same time. However, at the moment, I'm sticking to gel. But yeah, there's a misconception that testosterone gel and shots react differently, but they don't. None of them are quicker than each other. They're both the same. It's just the difference between you get it done every 3 months with an injection and testosterone gel, you put it on every single day. Did you notice any changes in behavior due to taking testosterone? Honestly, no. I feel like some trans men say that they get less emotional, but I am pretty emotional. I still cry pretty often. It hasn't stopped my crying. I've heard that it makes people less emotional and makes them stop crying, but 10 months in and I'm still emotional. Nothing's changed over there, but it might change in the future. I'm actually doing a 2024 crying wrapped. You know, like Spotify wrapped, and people do like dating wrapped. But I thought dating wrapped, if I do that at the end of the year, it'd be kind of boring because it's just gonna be me and Isaac going on dates. And so it'd just be like dated one person again the whole year. So I thought that wasn't really any point in that. So instead I'm doing crying because I saw someone do it on TikTok and I've been writing it down. And it makes me realize how often I cry. How many times, okay, I'm kind of interested. How many times have I cried this year so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And we're on the 20th. You know what, actually, that's not that much. I thought I cried more than that, but anyway. Does it make you more hungry? Yes, I guess so. A lot of people get more hungry on testosterone. I don't know if I particularly noticed a surge in hunger with testosterone. I think that I'm like quite a hungry guy anyway, so I don't really notice any changes in my appetite. Maybe at the beginning, maybe in like March last year, maybe that's when it might have been a bit more intense. I don't know. I didn't really notice much of a difference. I'm kind of just quite hungry often anyway. How long does it take for your voice to drop? Honestly, I noticed the first change around 3 months in, and then at like 7 months in again, I noticed another drop. At the beginning, you don't really notice anything. However, I've been making like a voice diary. So like every month I talk and add it to the video. And I didn't notice any changes like as it was happening. But then when I rewatched it back, I was like, oh, it does actually change month to month. It's so slight that you don't really notice it until it's like the big drop. But 3 months was like my thing for me, and then 7 was again. Did you lose your singing voice? Honestly, no. I can still sing absolutely fine. It's just lower. When I first started to try and sing, when I started T, it sounded really bad. Honestly, it sounded really bad. I remember sending a video to Isaac being like, oh my god, what is happening to my voice? But I've got back more control now because I've kind of settled in like knowing that like my voice is deep. And it's made it easier to sing like this. But yeah, I'm probably like an octave lower than I was before. How quick is hair growth? I don't really know when I noticed it. It was probably a few months in, but I've got hair like I've got a lot of hair on my arms now, which I didn't really have at all before. And on my stomach because I used to put testosterone on my stomach. I don't do that as much now because it kind of just gets caught in the hairs, actually. And I put it there to grow the hairs. So I have like hair on my stomach now. I've got a lot of hair on my legs. And yeah, like hair growth overall, a lot more. And my armpits, there's a lot more there than there was before starting T. Does it make your skin more oily? Honestly, maybe. I think probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's like starting puberty. Well, it is starting puberty. So it's like as if I was a 14-year-old boy. So I do have like quite a lot of spots on my face. And I've been using this acne cream to reduce it. But yeah, probably I wouldn't be surprised by it if it did make your skin more oily. Is there a way to avoid facial hair or chest hair? I mean, it will come in, potentially. However, you could just wax it or shave it off. You can't like pick and choose the effects that you want from testosterone. The effects you get will be what you get. And if you don't want them, then you could just shave or wax it off. Does your hairline recede? It will in time, but at the moment I haven't really noticed anything. Honestly, I could do with some more forehead. I have a very tiny forehead. You realise it's only this big. Like, I don't know how to compare that to something else. Like, okay, I'll compare it to my lip balm. My lip balm is bigger than my forehead. So I could do with some more forehead. So I want my hair to go back a little bit. I want more of a male pattern to my hair. When do you stop getting your period, if you do? So I had my period the whole time. And then I started hormone blockers to stop my period. I can't remember how long ago it must have started hormone blockers. I'm thinking maybe 4 or 5 months ago, maybe. And that actually did then stop my period. Has your body fat redistributed yet, or will that happen later? That will happen later. It happens like over a year on T, so like that's not gonna have happened for me yet, unfortunately. Does it make periods go away? It can make periods go away, like after a while. It really depends on your body and like you as a person, to be honest. It like completely is individual to the person. But it didn't go away for me. I started hormone blockers so that I didn't have my period anymore. But yeah. So it can make it go away, but it didn't for me. Is it okay for me to be non-binary and go on T? Yes, of course, of course. Absolutely, of course it is. Is it painful? No, not at all. It smells, it smells a little bit like alcohol, and it's just a gel, and it doesn't hurt at all, no. It feels kind of cold and chilly, but that's about it really. How did you feel before you went on testosterone versus afterwards? Well, before testosterone, I felt not good, and now I feel great. I feel very happy, and I'm really happy with all the changes that I've noticed. And I'm really excited to see what I look like further on testosterone. Have your eyebrows gotten thicker? Yes, definitely. I don't know if you remember what they looked like before, but they were so weeny, they were so tiny, and now there's a lot more to them. Also, I've got a tash, and I forgot to mention that when I was talking about body hair, but I also have a little mustache here, and he's very soft. I like him a lot. Are you scared your voice will get too deep and you don't like it? Honestly, no. I don't think my voice could get too deep. Like, I love the way my voice sounds now, and I can't wait for it to get lower, which it will. Have you noticed any hair loss? No. I could do with some though. Tiny forehead. Did you notice a difference in pain tolerance? Honestly, I haven't had anything where I've been in pain. The other day I fell down my steps and that hurt. I like landed on my elbow and my butt and it hurt. But no, I haven't really noticed a difference. But then again, I haven't fallen down my steps pre-T, so I can't work out whether it was the same pain pre-T and now on T. But yeah, I don't know if there's a difference in pain tolerance. Apparently your pain tolerance gets, you get a smaller pain tolerance on testosterone. And you also, apparently, when you have showers, you need it to be less hot. But I haven't noticed that yet either. I don't know if that was a question on here. It might have been. I've heard some people grow a foot size. Did you? No, I'm still a size 6. At what point did your voice start passing to strangers? Honestly, I feel like it passes now, and that's kind of quite new. I'm saying this is probably in the last like couple months that my voice passes. Most of the time, like before there was like some like standout points when people would address me as a guy and they would hear my voice and it wouldn't wreck everything by me talking. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of recent, but like still I do get these off times where like I do get misgendered in public. Someone said, I need to know, have you gotten more or less girly pop since starting T? More girly pop, obviously. I am the girliest pop you'll ever see. And that's all of the questions. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any more questions, do feel free to leave them below and I'll respond to them. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.